Okay, today I will be discussing acoustics to my dear friend Hannah Moore.
Okay.
Okay, whenever sound is created, a vibration has to take place, and that vibration makes little sound waves. And pretty much everything you hear is created by these waves, and, well, they travel. Now, these waves can be classified a few different ways, but very basically we have noise and we also have pitch and tone. Now, Hannah, can you give me an example of just noise? That you could consider that just noise, that just thud. And then you have something like pitch, which I'll play a concert C. If you hold this, Hannah, I'll show you the difference between Hannah's noise, my pitch. Now, we can also classify this sound two different ways using the amplitude. We have loud noises and we have quiet noises. Hannah, can you make me a loud noise? Can you try to make me a loud noise? Just clap your hand. Okay, and then we also have a quiet noise like the way this is measured is with the waves. The higher the waves, the louder the sound. The smaller the waves, the quieter the sound. So Hannah's noise had considerably higher waves than mine. Hannah's, mine. Okay. And we also have frequencies within music, or sound, that determine the pitch. So therefore, the higher the frequency, the higher the pitch or the sound. So let's take two notes, for example. Give me two notes, Anna.
F and A.
F and A. That was actually a B flat F and A. For a concert F and A, we would go. Okay? Now, the way these are classified is by the frequency of these waves. The higher the pitch, the more frequent that these waves appear, and the lower the pitch, the less amount you'll see. And that partly relates to why our ears pick up more higher pitches before we'll pick up lower pitches, because they're moving faster and you're getting more waves into your ears before you're getting these smaller, not so frequent waves. So we have the A and then the F. Not exactly, but it's just a representation. Okay. Let's move on to overtones. Now, overtones occur whenever you have that initial vibration from a single note, such as a concert C. Now, that would be called the fundamental pitch, right there. And that vibration can be broken up into smaller vibrations that create additional tones off that fundamental pitch. So we go from that C to the first overtone, which is still C, but it's up an octave. And then you break up those vibrations and you go up a fifth to a G. And then so on and so forth, because each vibration can be broken up smaller and smaller. It's kind of hard to hear, but if you were to play a single note, you could actually hear the overtones if played well and in tune and such. Last, I'll be teaching you about a harmonic series, Anna.
Okay.
Okay? Now, whenever you take a note's frequency and then you move up and a relatively constant interval, you create a harmonic series. So if you're playing a C2 at 64 Hertz and you go to a C3, which is 129 Hertz, that's a difference of 65 Hertz, okay? And from there, you move up about 65 Hertz. It's not going to be exact, but you're still moving up to a G, and going up that same interval each time will create a series called a harmonic series. Now, this, can you see that in there? This pretty much shows all the hertz for this series and also the difference between them. And it also shows that they are relatively constant, they're not perfect. Okay, I'm a little unsure about inharmonicity, but from what I understand, it is the deviation between these amounts. So it occurs here with a total of 2 Hertz. And lastly, I'd just like to point out that it all makes sense because these are all, if that's your fundamental pitch, you move up and you create an overtone, another overtone, another overtone. So pretty much your overtones are your harmonic series, except just broken up with those initial vibrations. And that is your lesson on acoustics, Anna.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.